Yeah, I think so. Does that sound like a plan, Stan? But you're not Stan, you're Thomas. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Common Ground Podcast, your favorite podcast. We talk about your favorite format, Pauper. I am your co-host, Cameron Schindler. This is episode 78. Did I say that already?
I don't know, did you?
I don't know. I am joined, as always, by mostly always, my co-host, Thomas, hammering people in modern, trying to drink mold water, gun. What's up, buddy?
Well, I have felt better, but I'm here and ready to talk about some Pauper.
Ready to rumble. Also joined by co-host
A malevolent rumble.
James Malevolent Rumble and Hieronymus.
That was something.
That's a card you like, so there you
Malevolent
go.
Rumble?
Yeah.
I like Malevolent Rumble.
Potatoes, man. Potatoes. Thomas, how was Indy? Do you got any quick snippets you want to share about your Indy trip real quick, too?
Yeah, Indy was an absolute blast. Went up for the Spotlight series to play some Modern. I played Hammer with Corey Steelcutters, worked with Travis Brown, a.k.a. Disgruntled Elk, who's kind of like one of the bigger Hammer content creators out there.
Hammer Daddy,
worked on the
if
list
you will.
with him. Yeah, felt really good about the list. It had a really good matchups into Energy and Prowess, Frog, Eldrazi, a lot of the expected decks. I went 5-4, lost my round 9 winning into day 2. You had to get 6 and 3 or better to make day 2. I felt good about the list. Didn't play against Energy once, but I did beat Prowess 3 times, so I'm glad that worked out well. Played against all my opponents were really chill. Played against a local guy who he remembered that we had played at an SCG in Columbus like 2 years ago. And so now we're 1-1. He beat me with his homebrew Bant Ephemerate pile with Aether Vials and a backup Abhorrent Oculus plan. It was just like incredible to lose to. It was so much fun.
That warms my heart.
I beat Abzan, Knight of the Reliquary Infect. It was a wild tournament. yes, you heard me.
Are you supposed to like Knight of the Reliquary for like a Blink Moth or an
Inkmoth Nexus? Yes, so they have more infect threats that are actually resilient enough against Modern's removal.
That's hilarious.
But doing that with Knight of the Reliquary is a little wild. But
that card hasn't been playable in a while.
I played that in my Modern deck, too. I liked the card a lot.
That to my opponent.
Yeah, I liked it a lot because it was like, in the Samwise deck, it was great to have a card that I'm like, oh, I know what to sideboard out immediately. This is perfect.
You mean Renegade
Knight of the Reliquary?
Oh,
you mean Renegade?
Wow. Sorry, 2 different Celestia bad cards.
Yeah.
But,
they're both Celestia 3-drops.
They are both Celestia 3-drops that you can register in the Modern format.
And that both had a nice place in Magic's history, and time has passed them.
I would agree with you.
Man, that's awesome. Knight of the Reliquary, though, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. Had a lot of fun playing Hammer. Ended up losing to Dom Harvey in round 9 on Amulet Titan as per usual. Not only have to play against my worst matchup in the field, but probably the best player in the world who knows how to play that deck. It was wild. I did get game 2 off of him. I strung a bunch of Consigned to Memories, and I was sitting on a Magus of the Moon, which is 2 and a red for a 2/2 that has Blood Moon text on it that turns all non-basics into mountains. And we play that in our sideboard of our Urza Saga's deck because we just are such a dog to Titan. We just have to have something that just completely shuts them down.
Boy, Thomas, do I have great news for you?
No, trust me, I was on site when we all found out. Everyone found out at the same time. And
was everybody
Travis,
losing their mind?
Garrison, everyone was talking about. What we're referencing is the change to the Saga rules that they won't just die when a Blood Moon comes into play. They will maintain. Urza Saga will maintain the abilities that it has gained. In that Sagas will maintain the abilities they have gained, so that they won't the Saga creatures, the summons in Final Fantasy, which is kind of what we're going to talk about later. So they won't just die to like effects like that. So that was kind of a little side side ruling that they're changing that maybe is a little bit more intuitive, but maybe it causes Urza Saga to be a little little bit more of a problem. I don't know, but I'm very excited to have it forever make constructs and never go away. I think
that's
that'll
pretty
be
funny.
Really nice.
I think it's more intuitive in the long run. And maybe it just causes a problem with this one very strange magic card.
Well, it's not just one; it's multiple cards that do that kind of effect.
But it's like on a land, so it's like I don't know. I don't think there's any other.
Oh, you're talking
lands.
about specifically Urza Saga.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like it causes this weird thing where because it just stays there forever, right? It won't take up the 3 and go away. Is that correct?
Right.
Yeah, that's
yes.
interesting.
Yes, it'll stay
it's a basic
stuck at wherever
with
you
those
last
abilities.
got left with the abilities that it gained. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Game 2, I'm sitting on this Magus of the Moon, and I'm like, my only shot. He has a basic forest in play, so I'm like, my only shot of winning this game is like I've cast a couple consigned memories to stop some key triggers. He's got a Primeval Titan in play. And I'm like, all right, well, my only win condition is if he summoners packs for something, and then I can stick a Magus and he dies in his upkeep without double green. And so he packed for Dryad of the Elysian Grove and puts it into play. I'm like, okay. And then he goes to beginning of combat, and at that moment, I choose to stand up and ask to talk to a judge away from the table, and I stand up and ask the judge to make sure that I am correct about how if Dryad's in play and makes all the lands every basic land type, and then I play a Blood Moon effect, how that will work. And it does work the way that I want it to because of the timing of which one came into play first and which one came into play second. And so then I come back to the table and I'm like, okay, you can go to attack, and I immediately just fire off my third consigned memory on the Titan trigger to make him not think that I was asking anything weird about a Dryad. And then he passes, and I just slam Magus, and he just picks up his cards, and that was pretty sweet. That was pretty sick. And then game 3, I just like stopped functioning as a human being in a Magic tournament. So like that was
dude. Sometimes
rough,
the
like,
wires
it
don't
happens.
connect at the end of the day.
It happens, man. But no, I had a great time. I think I'm glad that I made the choice with my heart. Like there's a lot of talk of like if your goals in competitive, you have to be serious about what your goals are when you're playing competitive Magic. Really, with anything, for anything goal oriented, you should be serious about what your goals are and have your actions follow up and aligned with those goals. And one of my goals is to requalify for the Pro Tour at some point, either this year or next year. Like I really want to get back on the Pro Tour. And the top 8 of this event got queued for the Pro Tour, so that was this was a chance for me, a small chance, but still a chance. I'm one of a few hundred people who could do it. Who knows? And
if you're just having fun too,
right, exactly. And that's the thing of like, we're there with the homies, we got a bunch of teammates, and like, what kind of experience do I want to have? And my between my head choice and my heart choice, this time I decided to go with my heart choice. Dust Off Hammer. I did. Corey Steelcutter did feel really powerful, and again, it did have good matchups into like the common decks in the format. So I felt good about my choice. And there were some spots where like it didn't work out. There were some spots where it looked like the best deck in the room, and that's just kind of how Magic goes sometimes. If I had gone with my head choice, my original plan was to ask you, James, if I could borrow Black-White. And it's funny how it turned out that there were 3 Black-White decks, one of them splashing the blue for Psychic Frog and consigns in the sideboard that made top 8 of the tournament. So it turns out that it was a very good choice for the tournament. So I like that, at least, even though I didn't go with my head choice, my head was at least in like a good place for the event. And so that was kind of a nice thing to reflect on as well, of like, I chose my heart for this one. I'm glad I did. I had a great time. And people were coming up to me and Travis all weekend being like, is Hammer back? Is Hammer back? Is Hammer back? And I'm like, it's at least a reasonable thing you can do now. It's no longer like an unreasonable thing. You can absolutely win an RCQ with this deck. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was super fun. Had a good time. Great food. We went to an Indiana Fever game. Caitlin Clark wasn't playing, but we got to see the rest of the team play. They had a sick comeback to try and come back in the fourth quarter. They lost by 2 points to a team that hadn't gotten a win yet this season, but they made it really close and competitive. It was a really fun vibe. The stadium went wild, and then the Pacers were in town to win the Eastern Conference Finals the very next night, that Saturday night. So Saturday was pretty busy downtown, which was pretty cool. It was a good vibe. It was a really good vibe. We had a great time. Great trip. Happy. Looking forward to the next one, but excited to take a little trip breather. Well, except for we're gonna do a little trip at the end of June. At the end of June,
Yeah.
we're going to go
Yep.
to
Yep.
NRG Indy. June 29th, that's a Sunday at noon. We're going to have a Pauper event at NRG Indianapolis. It's going to be, I believe, at the Indianapolis Convention Center, and it's going to be a blast. We hope we see you all there. That was my weekend.
No, that's an action-packed weekend.
And then I
man.
got sick.
And then you got sick, yeah.
Oh, well.
Hippo and I tried a dirty soda place on Saturday. We drove like 30 minutes from Devin's place to
What does that mean?
To Brentwood.
a dirty soda. So it's like
Yeah.
The basic idea of it is like the original one's like Dr. Pepper, coconut cream, and lime.
Diet Coke.
Sorry, Diet Coke, lime, and coconut cream is the original one.
Because Mormons don't drink coffee. So
Because they're I'm just gonna leave that one alone.
leave it there. Mormons don't drink coffee, so they put coconut cream in soda, and it's kind of dank. It's all. Remember, I used to make these all the time at my old place in West.
I think so.
But we went there, and it was disgusting. It
wasn't disgusting.
I thought it was disgusting. It was way too sweet. It was insanely sweet.
Yours was. Yeah, mine was also very sweet. But I also have a higher sweetness tolerance than you do. Even mine was like, I didn't finish mine.
Yeah, I had a huge one when I finished it, but like I drank it, but it was like way too sweet. Like I don't know. So that was kind of funny. So then we cubed. We had a team draft of Peasant Cube, but Nat wasn't feeling super good. Then dropped, and then we had like 5 people for this team draft, and then Devin just kind of disappeared, so it turned into 4 of us.
The one time that I could have probably 3-0'd this thing,
Everybody disappeared.
everybody just dissipates. Come on.
But you two
My
won.
deck was so because I had to play against one of my own teammates.
Yeah, it was weird. We ended up just kind of like playing it how it was. But it was fun. Fun weekend.
I pack one, picked one, and this is to Cameron's cube design. I pack one, picked one, an inspiring vintage,
Let's
in the
go.
Peasant Cube.
and
Yeah,
then pick
so,
3 to
yeah.
Battlefield Forge.
That's-
I planted my flag.
That's sick. Yeah, the deck was sick. It was fast.
It was very fast.
Like I board wiped a turn, and then Hippo untapped.
And like they'll shoot like 9 or something.
You played the 2-mana 3/1 with Battlecry.
a quarter paladin.
You played a quarter paladin into Immodane's Recruiter into
To
kick
Bushwhacker,
and hit me for
Oof.
11, which was exactly my life total. And I'm like, cool.
It was pretty fire.
It was pretty sick.
I did have to rip there.
That
to
was
be fair,
that
but
was really
I
sick.
I did rip.
But anywho, today I think we're just gonna talk about the FF spoilers, Final Fantasy spoilers. We got the full set list now. Talk about some cool commons we might think impact format, and then we'll talk about some challenges if we're feeling up to it. Don't take that for exactsies, I guess, because you know how we are.
We like to talk.
Yeah, we might.
Yeah,
might
we'll
talk
see.
for
We'll
2
see how
hours
long
about
these
this.
spoilers go.
Right,
I
Hippo?
have
2 hours.
I have quite a few actually.
Do you?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. You wanna start us off with the white
I
card?
have
then?
like
I will absolutely
like 9
happily
or
start
10.
you off with a white card.
I have 9, I think.
I have more than that.
Yeah,
I think
I
I was
think I do too.
more forgiving than the both of you.
Just in case, cover
I
the
have 9.
bases.
Yeah. All right. First one I got is we're gonna go with a summon
Oh, you took mine. Okay, go for it.
with Choco
Okay.
and Mog with a 2 and a white for a 3/3 enchantment creature, Saga Bird Moogle.
Let's go.
That's a
So-
creature type.
So it has as this for all sagas they enter, they go to chapter 1. Da 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 da. This one is chapter 1, 2, 3, and 4. All do the same thing, and it says other creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn.
Plus O.
So it's just like this, +1/+0 until end of turn. It's pretty sweet. It itself's a body and an anthem, which is not something you get a ton of in this format.
No,
From white.
so this is like one of the new feature mechanics of the set. They
summons, yeah.
brought back the sagas, but they're as enchantment creatures. So it works as a normal saga. So after the last chapter goes on it, it will sacrifice itself. So as a saga enters, and after you draw a card, or after your draw step, add a lore counter, and it says sacrifice after 4, which is its max number. So it'll come in, it'll start on chapter 1, it'll trigger, and your other creatures will get +1/+0, and it'll still have summoning sickness. So you can't attack with this 3/3, but you can play this, and your creatures get +1/+0. And then chapter 2, you'll go to your turn, you'll draw your card, you'll put a counter on it, it'll trigger again your other creatures, and now you can attack with it. So you get 2 attacks with this creature itself, but you get the 4 pumps.
Yeah.
So it was, when like seeing this card, do we all just think White Weenie immediately?
I mean, that's the default deck for it to go into, yeah.
Yeah. That was kind of my thought too. It's like a little...
It's a stereotypical thing. Most of the white cards, that's where a lot of these cards just end up. That's just what they are kind of made for. Mm-hmm. A lot of the design currently for the mono white cards just ends up in the white weenie deck.
It's interesting because it's not as like fast as a Guardian's Pledge or a...
Oh, but itself is a body.
Exactly.
Which is huge.
Exactly. Or what's the one flashback that I'm thinking of? Rally the Peasants?
Yeah.
So it's not as fast as either of those two, and you don't get like the immediate, like say you have 3 other creatures out, this will give you +3 attack basically, and then a Guardian's Pledge would give you +6. And same with Rally.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good with like Battle Screech and stuff like that too.
Oh, yeah.
If you wanted to lean into stuff like that.
And the fact that it itself
cool.
is a white creature works well with that
But
as well.
my point was, if you have 3 other creatures, and over the course of the game, like over the course, if this makes it the 4 chapters, like Guardian's Pledge with the 3 other creatures gives you +6.
It's going to give you essentially the same damage output.
More, because if it triggers 4 times, it's +4 for each creature.
Yeah, that would be the same as Rally the Peasants.
Yep, that'd be similar to
It didn't Rally the Peasants.
Well, plus it's self-attacking.
That's fair, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But this is
a lot
also
of
something... Yes,
It is a pretty good rate for the card.
But this is also something that can be snuff out, cast down.
Yeah, I mean, that's every white threat, whatever. I mean,
Not your
It
Rally
can also
Peasant,
it can also be hit by enchantment removal, which is like not quite as relevant, but it could come up.
that could start to give way for things like what's the card that Austin likes to play in his black-white blade deck?
Divest?
No, the 2 drop.
Fragmentize?
1/3. No, the 1/3 that has...
Dawnbringer.
Yeah, Dawnbringer.
Yeah, Dawnbringer.
That card.
Dawnbringer stonks go up a little bit, don't they?
Yep.
That and like people, green decks usually have like some number of like deglammers or something because they're ready for something like this, or they're mainly for artifacts. But this just gets hit by that as well. It's also interesting with these summons as a whole. If your opponent wants to point removal at it,
you don't feel terrible about it because you're going to lose it at some point anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel less bad about it.
And they might feel more bad about it, where it's like, oh man, this is already on chapter 2, but do I really want them to get 2 more triggers?
Anthems?
Yeah, 2 more triggers, a +1/+0, not really. But, some decks like Jund Wildfires or Grist's Affinity, you just churn through so many cards that they might not even feel the pain that much of dumping a removal on it. But another one of those like white cards, when the Anthem effects, that's very, very good, like once you're ahead, but kind of
yeah, I mean, that's the case for all anthems.
Oh yeah, exactly. I love this card though.
Yeah, this card's sick.
I really, really think this will be played.
I would imagine this will be played to some degree. Yes.
Thomas, thoughts, considerations?
No, I think I glanced through this one a little too quickly, and upon looking through it a second time with everything you guys brought up, I'm way higher on this card now. I think this card's really sweet.
Yeah, this card's pretty cool.
I'm a big fan of this. Do you have a white card, Thomas?
I do. I have Magitech Infantry.
I am a big fan of this one.
Yeah, this is a single white mana for an artifact creature. It's a robot soldier. It is a 1/1. This creature gets a +1/+0 as long as you control another artifact. And it has an activated ability, 2 and a white. Search your library for a card named Magitech Infantry. Put it onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. So it's kind of in the vein of like the Squadron Hawk, like gotta catch 'em all sort of cards. But it's kind of like what was it, like the Whisper Agent from Ikoria? It was like
Actually,
a black
can
one-drop.
I give you like the perfect card or like set of cards that this resembles?
Sure.
It's the Rebels from like Mask Block.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Go
You search
put
for
another one of
rebel
these
and-
into play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pay 3 mana
yeah.
to go put one of these into play.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. And they do, even if you have no other artifacts in your deck, they do proc each other. So you can just like pay 3 mana,
correct.
go get a 2/1 and makes this a 2/1. Like you certainly want to combine it with other things going on and certainly other artifacts. And maybe this is kind of like an aggressive deck, and maybe these are foot soldiers. I mean, in this limited environment, I can imagine a world where you have a bunch of these and you have the Chocobo Moogle summon as well, and you're just going wide with a bunch of stuff, and like that's that could potentially look like some sort of package or a package in something like that. I like it.
Yeah, so one other card this actually reminds me of, and this is actually I think this is a little bit better, is Court Homunculus. Kind of the same kind of deal. Like, it was a 1-drop aggressive artifact creature that like gets bigger with other artifacts in play. It's kind of the same vibe. And they're also being 1 mana, so you could probably pair these along with each other, honestly.
And just want to note, too, this doesn't have the Shadowborn Apostle text of, like, you can put any number of these in a deck, so we're Slime Against Humanity, like we've been seeing as of lately. So you can only play the 4, so, like, once you're capped at 4. I guess the issue, like, I see, like, with this, too, is if they kill it right off the bat, it stops the chain immediately. You never get to...
That's the same with the Rebels thing, too.
Yeah, like it...
But if you do get to do the thing, then it is pretty strong.
Yeah, then you spend 3 mana for Savannah Lion, and, like, for it to get Breath Weapon would really hurt.
But I think if they're pointing an actual removal spell at one of these things, I think you're pretty happy about that.
Yeah, and just... That is true, because it's like they're probably trading down on mana or with it, or trading up on mana with it, because like either cast down or they're paying the 4 light with Snuff Out or something. But like, again, like kind of like with the Chocobo I was talking, a lot of like these removal decks like Jund and Grixis Affinity are just, with the whole Deadly Dispute packages, people can kind of just point their removal willy-nilly and not get super punished for it.
Mm-hmm.
Hippo, what were you saying?
Oh, I don't think I had anything else.
Oh, okay.
Other than just like the being super aggressive with having Court Homunculus aside this card.
I agree. Like, if it gets going and like they don't have like a removal spell for like the first one, it kind of reminds me like Pack Rats, where it's like, well, if you don't kill the first one,
it's a downward spiral.
Yeah, it's like, well, there's 2 of them now, and they have the same tech, so it doesn't really matter because they would just get the other one. So it is nice if you're just like really ahead. And I think I'm thinking of, like, it's nice if you're ahead, and once you like pair it with something like the rally effects, like either or anthem effects, I guess. So either like the Chocobo or Glory, like the +2/+2 one.
Oh, the anthem.
Yeah, it just gets a lot better because it just gives you like creatures you can tutor up with itself. It's like the mono white deck likes playing those, like the creatures that can turn into another piece of cardboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this also plays well with Raven Inspector.
Yeah, it plays super well with the Inspectors.
Yep. So I could see it happening. That was just my one worry, was like, I play this, I spend my turn 2 playing like either a creature, 2 Raven Inspectors or something.
And then I
spend my turn 3 paying 3 mana for this, and then you Breath Weapon me and destroy everything.
And you could also get around some of this a little bit. You can play cards like you're off. This is pretty gonna
like Prismatic Strands.
Yeah, Prismatic Strands is gonna cover that. You can also lean. There's got to be like some good 2-drop options to protect yourself a little bit more from things like Breath Weapon.
I think that's just a classic problem the deck has. Yeah. So it's not like this is opening it up to like a new level of getting blown out.
Yeah, it's just gonna get blown up by deal 2s regardless. I agree with that. No arguments there.
Yep.
But still cool nonetheless.
No, I think it is too. I could see this seeing play. I have no white cards. Hippo, do you have another white card?
I sure do.
Hit me.
Aerith Rescue Mission. So it's a 3 and a white for a sorcery, and it is choose 1 of 2. So the first one is take the elevator, which is make 3 1/1 colorless hero creature tokens. And the second one is take 59 flights of stairs, which is tap up to 3 target creatures, put a stun counter on one of them. So the idea here is that like basically this is a falter. Think about it as a falter for white. You just tap 3 creatures and then you just like cannot block.
Yeah.
Basically, this is for like just giving yourself that second option of putting dudes into play. But like this is 4 mana. Just your opponent doesn't block this turn
or the next turn.
You do love a good modal card.
I do love a good modal card. This is a little expensive. This is a 4 mana card, but
that's my only.
Yeah, it's 4 mana. I get that, but again, having 4 mana and a falter for white because you don't have that. That does not exist, as far as I'm well aware.
Oh, okay.
I do not think there is a more than 1 or 2 creatures at a time in white.
No,
and
not until you get to like
3,
uncommon. There's like a number of uncommon angels at like 5 and 6 mana, but not in Pauper.
Yeah, this is a common at 4 mana that taps 3 creatures and keeps 1 tap for the following turn too. This is pretty good in that respect.
Oh, it's one
good against Writhing Chrysalis.
Yeah,
it is pretty good there.
What about the second Writhing Chrysalis?
beats that one too.
Yeah, that's
Probably it's probably fine against that one because often they will sack the spawn. Sometimes they'll sack the spawns of the first one to cast the second one. But
Yeah.
Correct.
No, I that is cool. I didn't know that was an effect that really didn't exist. Like you said, the modality's nice, but 4 mana is a little.
Yeah, 4 mana, but that effective through 4 mana is not that bad.
Yeah.
For them
It just might
specifically.
be-
They don't have like the red 2, like there's a 2 mana, like red has Falter. Falter is just 2 mana, I think.
It could just be play this, then kill them.
Yeah, that's
like
the idea.
The hope.
Yeah, this is the idea is 4 mana, tap this, tap 3 of your creatures, you're dead. Essentially, I guess this could be all, like, you could also see this as like another like quote anthem, because this kind of does the same sort of thing. It's like it's gonna kill your opponent. Like anthems are just going to kill your opponent. But I kind of like it. I'm not sure that it'll see play necessarily, but I think it was worth noting because it is a very unique effect for this color that you don't really see.
I got a blue card if we're done with white cards.
I've got another white card.
Oh, hit me.
I've got White Aura Sight. This is 2 white for an artifact. It says, when this artifact enters, exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls until this artifact leaves the battlefield. And it can tap for a white mana. So it's a 4 mana rock that is essentially like an Oblivion Ring type effect, which at 4 mana is a little pricey, but it is nice that it can be picked up by both Glinthawk and Core Skyfisher if you needed to get rid of a bunch of tokens in a row. It taps for white, so if you wanted to protect it with something like Lauren's Escape, which can give an artifact indestructible, and I think hexproof as well. I think it's really cool. It might be a little clunky, but maybe if like a go to the mid to late game artifacty control deck ever sort of like rears its head, I think this could potentially be a piece there. And I think it's a cool piece to have on an artifact that also does some other things.
It's an artifact for all that glitters too.
Yeah.
I love how that card's super relevant.
Yeah. No, I agree with you there.
That's my only other
four
white
scares
card,
me a
though.
little bit. With
Yeah,
O-rings aren't super playable.
I considered Paladin's Arms as well. 2 and a white for a job select. All the job select is basically like a living weapon, but it makes one of the 1/1 colorless hero tokens, and then it equips itself to it. It gives the equipped creature +2/+2. It has ward 1, and it's a knight in addition to its other types, and it moves around for 4.
Okay, I got you. So it's
So
a
like a
3 mana
3/2.
3/2.
So 3 mana 3/2 with ward 1 basically, that you can kind of move this around if you. It's kind of the equipment problem, but
Yeah. I mean, I like how they are designing a lot of the modern equipments with like
attach itself.
for Mirrodin, job select, or when this enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature.
Because it actually gets around a problem that like equipment and Aura have, like regardless, is that they just don't. Obviously, they don't. Previously they never attach themselves, so you have to spend all this mana for them to be bad because they just add a removal spell.
Yeah, they just blow you out.
Yeah, they just blow you out. Like that made equipment basically, and Aura is just kind of unplayable in limited scenarios. Like a lot of the time.
Constructed a lot of times too, unless like you're putting in a boggle.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like pretty. That's why they're like horrifically bad and limited. Normally, is that they just like the investment cost is so high, and then you just get nothing out of it. Mm-hmm. So I do like that they were, as you said, making more of these type cards. It's like for Mirrodin or Job Select or these whatever living weapon style cards.
Yep,
I like that.
No, I like these two because 3 mana 3/2 doesn't sound like super appealing on the front end, but like the 4 mana equip, give something +2/+1 and ward 1 comes up in late games. Games go long,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
and that's why Bone Splitter. Some people play Bone Splitter in the fairies deck. It's just not saying put this in fairies, obviously, but just the idea of making all of your things somewhat of a threat is appealing.
Yep, I like it. It's kind of medium, but like interesting card nonetheless.
Thomas, any more white cards, or can I move it to blue?
We can move it on to blue as far as I'm concerned.
Yep.
I have 1 blue card. It is Dreams of Lagana.
Laguna.
Have either of you played any Final Fantasy games?
Nope.
I have not.
Me neither.
I have no emotional attachment to this
No,
set
me neither. It just looks like a magic set to me, honestly. So Dreams of Lagana, wanted with very wordy cards. 1 and a blue. Laguna, 1 and a blue. Instant. Surveil 1, then draw a card. Then flashback for 3 and a blue.
So this just reminds us this thing twice, but it's got extra bits that make it better.
Surveil 1. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think it was like format warping or like guarantee. I could see blah blah blah. I don't think Terror would even play this because you have like Consider and stuff, but like maybe the blue-black control deck could pay 2 to surveil, draw a card, and then
It's like there are a
have the
couple
4 mana
copies
later.
in here. Like it's just like
because
your
there's turns where you
filler
just hold up
piece to go
counterspell.
late.
Yeah, it's like if you ever wanted to play the card Think Twice, just play this.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, but Think Twice is a little cheaper on the flashback.
That's fine. I think you get more out
Just
of it.
by
on the front end, which
one,
makes it
but
worth
it's
it.
just a draw card.
Yeah.
I think that's worth the surveil.
Yeah, I like the 1 extra mana for
No,
surveil.
I like it. So like maybe it's something like the only application I could see is like the blue-black control decks playing like one of these, just because there's so many turns where you just hold up mana for counter spells and removal spells, and then having this as an option.
Yeah.
Because we don't have the memory deluges. We just have the
You have Deep Analysis as your memory deluge.
the 4 mana one.
4 mana
Behold the
one.
multiverse.
Oh, yeah, sure. The draw 2, scry 2, draw 2.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm going snake order. Thomas, do you got any blue cards?
Nope, that was my only one.
Me too. Hippo? Blue card?
That was also mine.
Really? Only one blue card for all of us.
Blue has quite a like a threshold to meet in the format. To be fair,
What do you mean, brainstorm?
Actually, I want to
brainstorm, counterspell,
I will call this one out.
ponder.
I will call this one out because it does harken back to a card that has previously been not necessarily been good in Pauper. I don't think it's ever been legal in Pauper, but is a very good card nonetheless in Eternal, or can be good in Eternal formats given the right scenario. The card is Rook Turret, 3 and a blue for a 3/3 flyer artifact creature. This is whenever another artifact you control enters, you may draw a card if you just do discard a card. So this just filters for artifact lands, which is pretty sweet.
You just cover your bases. It has the same mana cost and the same ETB like trigger, like the same thing it triggers its ETB as a Pact Altair.
Yeah.
So just cover that. We missed that pretty hard. So
No, the card that it reminds me of actually is the card Riddlesmith from Scars of Mirrodin block.
I think so.
Yeah, that block.
What you're talking about?
Yeah, it's like a 2/1 for 2.
Yep, I
It
can
does
see
that.
the art. Like he has
Yeah.
that little weird head.
Yeah, it's
Is
like a
that
2/1 for
un-
2.
Is that an uncommon?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm looking it up. Yeah, I think it is.
But I think the first time I ever saw that card was actually being played in Vintage. I know this is obviously 2 mana more and whatnot, but same kind of deal. It just says whenever another artifact, so it doesn't get specific with non-land artifact.
Yep, that's kind
Which
of cool.
turns out in the format of artifact lands, it might be good.
Who knows? Maybe there's an egg deck that like draws its entire deck.
Who knows?
Who knows? Then play Second
I
Horizon.
saw someone post something of an egg deck online, and it looks terrible. And they won a tournament with it. So
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm here
No.
for it.
It's back. It's back to Plague tournaments.
And by looks terrible, I mean it looks like a blast to play.
Oh man.
That's all the
I'll
blue
send
cards
it to
for
you
me.
guys after.
Thomas, want to move it to black?
Sure, I have one black card. It is Fight On. This is 2 and a black for an instant. Return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. Now, I don't know if I didn't do like a deep Scryfall deep dive to try and figure out what the going rate is on this thing. Like, we have Blood Fountain in the format for sure, and occasionally you get like that zombie deck, or there's like one that can
Crawl from
get
the
back
cellar.
1 creature or 2 zombies, and there's like another cheap one that can get back 1 creature or 2 pirates. Like there's some stuff like that for like in this like 1 to 2 mana, maybe 3 mana range. But I think this is, as far as I can think of, it's the first like 3 mana instant buy back 2 creatures. So I think that's a pretty huge game, potentially, if you want to do like Archaeomancer type stuff. It's if you just have a grindy deck that maybe cares more about just like, I mean, Archaeomancer for sure, but if you care more about rebuying spells versus rebuying artifacts and doing loops with stuff, I think it's totally fine. If you want to go grindy and you don't care about Blood Fountain, but you want to still rebuy stuff. So it's like kind of in the like Pulse of Marasa range of cards, I think.
Yeah, this is one of my black cards that I had on as well. I like this card. I think I agree with you that I don't think this effect has been at instant speed, at 3 mana, and pick up 2 things. So, yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I get that. It's like grindy. It's interesting where to think of
It's like
a deck that would want this over Blood Fountain right now currently, just because I'm like Blood Fountain or Refurbished Familiar are just such close friends.
2 peas in a pod.
And such a great
You
card
took
to
the
pick
words
back
right
up
out of my
too.
mouth, James.
2 peas in a pod. It's like peanut butter and hippos.
I do like peanut butter.
You see? Hippo, do you have a black card?
I sure do.
Hit me.
I got Resentful Revelation. So 1 in a black for a sorcery. So look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them in your hand, and the rest into your graveyard.
This
and
is
then it
a
has
miss for me.
flashback for 6 in a black. So also, obviously, this is just kind of looks into the... This is a mix between the like mill creatures that all do like the mill thing, pick up 1. But this is black now, so you're like not looking to change colors if you wanted to do something in that vein. But this seems pretty cool.
Did we have this effect already?
I don't think so.
I think we do, but it doesn't
Not with
have
It's not
flashback.
bull.
flashback.
I don't think it's also. Is it
We have
black?
one that looks at 4 cards, I think.
Is it the same mana?
No, we have Ransack the
One of-
Lab.
Which is a blue
Yes, that's what
card.
I'm talking about. No,
Is it
that's a
not?
black card.
No, black
Oh.
black cards Ransack the Lab from MH1. It has the exact same text. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them in
Oh,
your
it is
rest in
only
your
3.
graveyard. It is 1 in the black for sorcery,
Oh,
and but no flashback. So this is just an upgrade. But
This is just strictly better.
it is a strictly better card.
yeah, yeah.
I was like,
basically.
please tell me this scenario where it's not.
no, I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Um,
I do think this is an effect that is good. I don't know where exactly it would go, but this seems like a good card.
yeah. It's just like interesting, like Dredge, because like Dredge just like wants to mill over the creatures, and that's why it cares like so much having like effects like the staple onto the creatures.
Have I got a creature for you later?
Oh, me too.
Probably the same one.
Yeah, probably. We've all seen it before. There already has a million of them.
Yeah. It's like, how many of these mill 4 creatures do you want to play?
Yeah, for real.
Basically. Or yeah, that's my one. That's my one. Or that's one of my black cards.
No, I like it. The flashback's neat. So if it goes long, you just can do it again. I had a black card, Black Mage's Rod. It's 1 in the black for an artifact equipment. Job select. So when it enters, you make a 1/1 colorless hero creature token, then attach this to it. Equipped creature gets +1/+0. Has whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent and is a wizard in addition to its other types and equipped for 3. So for 2 mana, you get a 2/1 that has that. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell text, deal 1 damage to each opponent. I really like this card.
Yeah, it's just as another copy of this. Actually works pretty well in their like your pingers deck. You could actually like move to a creature suite of like the 2 like it and like a Gustive Flame Breather.
I think this
That would be pretty sick.
I think this also really plays well with Pact Altair.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Oh,
'Cause
wow.
it's
Yeah.
just
Ooh, I like that.
Because it's just combos off with like it's just cheaper payoff for the Altertron deck.
Yeah,
And
And
then
it's
and
kind
it's an
of-
artifact itself too.
Yeah, that's the thing. It also triggers other copies of itself because it itself is a creature that is actually a non-creature spell, like Storm Chaser's Talent in multiple formats right now. Just like being a prowess creature that triggers prowess type of deal. Like that's what this is. That's pretty sick.
it doesn't trigger off itself like Pact Altair does, and it doesn't gain the life, which is why Pact Altair is like so good. But like playing this into playing a second copy on turn 3 and then just a Blood Fountain or whatever,
And then your opponent just dies.
well then you just play Pact Altair on turn 4.
Yeah.
Like just getting a baby Pact Doll
Into a pack doll.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
And just copies like 5 through 8 is awesome. And then
Turns out having redundant effects is not a bad thing.
that's the back. It's the back of Magic cards. Turns out,
It turns you just
All right,
have
well,
multiple. good
I know what
cards.
I'm working on for. I know what I'm working on for monthlies.
Yeah. Are you gonna put Kessig Flame Breather in it too?
Way ahead of you.
No.
Oh, no, you can just keep it mono black and play like Glaze Fiend.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's just make a Pact Altair deck. Yeah, Glaze Fiend would be sick. Refurbished Familiar, bunch of artifacts.
Yeah, now I'm going to. I really like this card. I was at our Pauper monthlies and this got spoiled, and I'm like, this is sick. And a couple people like told me like, I don't think it's that good. I'm like, I think this card's insanely sick.
Did I say? I think I was like kind of like whatever on it,
Because you kill it,
and
it's still there.
it's still there. Yeah, I mean it's an artifact, so it has like the artifact problem of being in Pauper. There's a lot of like main deck artifact hate in Pauper.
Oh yeah.
So it does
but
like
you just
follow
move
that,
it.
but like, no, I agree. You just move it, then it just does
Just
continues to
move
do
it,
the
and
thing.
then
Exactly.
the creature has the ability. It's pretty sick. And the creature
pretty
is a
sweet.
wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who? You're a wizard, creature.
Okay. I have one more black card.
Hit me.
Is it Mike
You'll never guess
Wazowski?
What kind of card? It is not Mike Wazowski. I know what card you're looking at, and it is not that one. No,
I lagged behind him, and I remembered seeing that card and thinking the exact same thing.
It does look like that.
It's Mike Wazowski with like rabies or whatever.
Yeah. No. So my last black card is Vincent's Limit Break. This is just a cool card. I don't know if this is going to be good, but it's a cool card.
Oh, this is
it's
cool.
One in a black for an instant, and it is tiered, so you have options. Which I like options on cards. So until end of turn, target creature you control gains. Whenever this creature dies, return it to the battlefield, tapped under its owner's control, and it has the chosen base power and toughness of the following. You can pay 0 mana as part of the cost to make it a 3/2. You can pay 1 mana to make it a 5/2, or you can pay 3 mana and make it a 7/2. Pretty sweet. Turn my 1/1 into like a 7/2. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, for 5 mana.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
You're giving me this wild look. I think it's pretty sweet.
I think the tiered cards are cool.
I like the tiered cards. Yeah. I'd rather spend 2 mana and draw 2 cards. Is my thing, because
make a map.
I just don't like make a map. Yeah, I would prefer to make a treasure.
Well, I'm so okay. Here's my thoughts. So the deck, so I'm thinking about that mono black sack deck that's been around. Turn all those like just idiot dudes at some point in the game. You're not playing like 4 copies of this. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But at some point, you just like play like 1 or 2 copies of this, and you just like sack one of these to like whatever, and then you get to make a 7/2 and like as well.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
I just don't think
some of the lists
particularly doesn't care about that. It just cares about turning through cards.
Well, but some of them are playing stuff like supernatural stamina, which just brings it back, just like gives the creature +2/+0 to like trade up, and then it just brings it back for like no additional value. Like this is kind of in that vein. It's just doing like a slightly different thing. That's totally fine.
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily know that it's very good, and I'm not arguing that it's like great. I'm just trying to give scenarios where it's good. I think it's good to like that style of like mono black deck.
The 3 mana 5/2 is like the most appealing, like the most like easy one. I think
so.
See,
yeah,
like, getting up to. Yeah,
I would agree.
The 7/2 is just funny. Too,
that's just overkill.
They try to kill your refurbished familiar. You bring it back as a 5/2, and they discard a card. Huh?
I'm in for it.
Okay. Or if they try to kill it and you spend 5 mana and you get a 7/2 refurbished familiar. Thomas, any more black cards?
No.
I had one more. I have Cornered by Black Mages. It's 1 black sorcery. Also, I don't know the flavor, but I love the black mages of the set, where like they're like the little dudes with the wizard hats and the glowing eyes. Because I did play Kingdom of Hearts when I was a kid.
This looked familiar for some reason. I think that might have been.
And they had like those little summon thingies that they're like the like dark figures with like the glowy eyes. And I don't know why it's a little nostalgic for me, but so Cornered by Black Mages, they're just cute little dudes. 1 blue, 1 black sorcery. Target opponent sacrifices a creature of their choice. Create a 0/1 black wizard creature token whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this token deals 1 damage to each opponent. It's an edict that you get the 0/1 Kessig Flame Breather on. I don't know. Like, Thomas, would you play Kessig Flame Breather for 1 more mana that made your opponent sacrifice a creature?
That's a good question. I mean, it's only an 0/1, so it does die to a stiff breeze, but I do think that tacking that effect onto it is pretty good. It's pretty nice. It could come up. I could see like a couple. I think if my only option were like you get to play 4 Kessig Flame Breathers and then how many of an effect like this after that, I think I'd play like 2. I think that's fine. Yeah.
And like maybe just that mono black
is
deck
tough
we're talking about.
Yeah.
That's my
something
issue
like
is
that.
that it's black on it.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of ignoring the color pie in that scenario, but like maybe that mono black deck we were talking about plays the 4 staff, the 4 pack dolls, and like 1 of these because it's removal or 2 of these because it's removal and it makes that same text. It's just like a little extra redundancy. Like you play staff on 1, this on, or staff on 2, this on 3, pack doll terror on 4 is like a pretty cool curve, I think.
Yeah, that's pretty hot.
Because they trigger off each other. We're back on that. But 3 mana for either of the effects isn't great, so I wonder if 3 mana for both of the effects at the same time is enough. And notably, they can sacrifice a token creature, so this does not kill the Chrysalis like the what's the one that people are playing? The Collect Evidence Edict.
Correct.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can't think of the name right off the top of my head.
Yeah. That or something that says non-token, like a curse marauder.
Extract a confession.
Yeah, extract confession is the MKM, collect evidence one. That's the last black card I have just because, I don't know, that and Black Mage's Rod just add so much redundancy to like that Pact All Terror effect.
Love it. All right.
Oh, I guess note too that these like the Black Mages don't trigger off artifact ETB, so like if you play a Blood Fountain, you only hit them for 1 off cast, not 2.
I think that's fine though.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
I think that's a good thing.
Yeah. It'd be weird to word it any other way, but this triggers off instant and sorceries and stuff, while Pact All Terror does not.
Cool.
Red Hippo, do you have
All
red?
right. I sure do.
You have red in your eyes?
I do. Probably will later. That was funny, wasn't it? Thank you.
That's why I laughed.
Proud of you.
I didn't know I needed to confirm that was funny. It made me laugh. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Okay. I'm gonna start with the Red Mage's Rapier.
I like this card a lot.
This card is very strong. I think this card is very good.
Slick shot show off.
Yeah, this card's pretty strong. So this is a hot dogs card. I think this kind of pretty easily slots in that deck. So 1 in a red for job select. So you get the 1/1 dude to attaches to it. The equipped creature has, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn, and is a wizard in addition to its other types, and you can equip this for 3 mana. So, yeah, this is just another hot dog. That's literally what this is.
I could ban the equip cost being like the equip being able to move around, and 3's not cheap, but it's not compared to like a lot of these other effects that we see, like the equip cost. Like you get the rate's so low at the front, and then on the back end, the other equip cost is like 6 or something.
Man.
Like a 3 is a good middle between like, oh, this is like nothing to, okay, I can do this. That being able to move around is awesome.
Yeah, I like that as well.
I could see this being played in just regular mono red decks, because it doesn't feel as glass cannony as the Kessig Flame, or not Kessig Flame Breather. The what's the dog called itself?
Kiln Fiend?
Kiln Fiend. Why I want to say Kessig on everything? Kiln Fiend, where it's like where they just kill that. And it's like, man, now I'm staring at like 6 sorceries.
This is actually isn't this just actually just like no? It's not hot dog. This is closer to Festival Crasher, correct, Thomas?
Yeah, because Kiln Fiend gets
+2/+0 whenever you do
your
thing.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, I mean having that, but having another one of these like these style effects in that deck not gonna hurt anything. The fact that you can move it around is very cool. Also, just makes like a dude is pretty sweet. So
Yeah, this card's
I like this one.
All right,
Next rare card.
beautiful.
hit me.
All right, I've got Haste Magic. This is 1 in a red for an instant. Target creature gets +3/+1 and gains haste until end of turn. Exile the top card of your library. You may play it until your next end step. So this is worded in a way that if for any reason you wanted to have access to the card for your whole turn, you could cast this on your opponent's end step, and then you would have access to it, but you wouldn't be able to take advantage. Ideally, you wouldn't be able to take advantage of the +3/+1 and haste in that instance. But you could just kind of draw a card for your next turn on your opponent's end step if you wanted
Desperation.
to. Out of desperation or whatever. You can target your opponent's creatures just to draw a card on their end step. But more importantly, I think kind of along the lines of what James was saying for the hot dogs deck, I think this is potentially another tool that could be in the tool belt of that style of deck. Maybe like 1 or 2 copies of this, where it can give the creature haste and a nice power boost right away, and then flip a card off the top. You can potentially find maybe flip a mutagenic growth or a whatever. Like, I think this is a cool little card and a potential source. It's a good balance of a little burst of damage, plus the haste enabling is nice, plus a little bit of card advantage as well. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that deck, that style of deck likes to play the cantrips that give a little benefit and then draw a card to trigger like the prowess and stuff and just keep going. But this actually giving a significant stat increase is sick. Like we're seeing people play Ancestral Anger quite a bit more in those style decks. And
Yeah, because it just flips a card, basically.
yeah, it's insane. Like once you play the second copy, you're already like, wow, this is nuts,
Yeah, agreed.
So no, I like this card. I didn't save it on mine. I stared at it for a bit. I'm like, I don't know why I didn't, though, because I think it's cool. I'm considering it for Coob, too. I like it a lot for exactly those reasons. Hippo, you got a red card?
I sure do. I'm going to go with Suplex.
This art's funny.
So Suplex is 1 in a red for a sorcery. This is going to feel very similar to the card Abrade, which is also now Pauper legal, funny enough. But the fact that it deals 3 damage to target creature and exiles it is huge. And it also exiles target artifact. So it's at being sacrificed for sorcery speed, having the exile clause on exiling artifacts or creatures is pretty big. I like this. People are afraid to do things in their main phase. I'm not. Do stuff in your main phase.
Yeah, I think
It's the gap between Abrade and Cast into the Fire. That's just
I was about to say.
Yeah,
I was
and I
about to
think
say it's like if you
Cast in the
want just like
Fire-
to kill one thing, then Cast in the Fire versus this is interesting.
so. What scenarios do you think you'd bring this in over Cast in the Fire? Because I think Cast in the Fire is just a lot more flexible. Because you can't get people, you can't get them when they're trying to wildfire their land with this card.
No.
Which isn't like a ginormous deal, but
Well, that's why I said this is a sorcery speed. I think that's okay.
it,
The deal 3 on it is kind of where I'm. Deal 3 to a single thing and exile it, like all in one thing.
Because like
Have a red card is not normal.
yeah,
Anymore. Or anymore, I guess really ever is. That's fine.
we have lava coil effects and obliterating bolts and stuff. I think those are all
Oh,
uncommon.
I was gonna say, but
yeah.
nothing. None of them are common.
Yeah.
At 2 mana, like that's pretty good.
Yeah. We have bolt, but like when
I thought that like the
Sideboarding,
Dragonfire or whatever exiled as well. Like we've had a lot of 1 in a red, like even instance that exile and deal 3 damage for like common.
Again,
limited
that's why I'm just tagging it to
this
give
has
it.
that flexibility.
Yeah, I'm just
too,
giving the flexibility
Yeah.
of it's a braid. Like it's a braid. It does two different things. Like a braid
Yeah.
is like always going to be like a benchmark for this effect. Like obviously this effect, obviously this is what's templated off of. But I think it's fine. I don't know that it doesn't necessarily see a ton of play, but I think it'll kind of do what what Cast in the Fire did, where it didn't see a ton of play in probably the start, but it will probably creep up and see more play as things go on. It doesn't say that. Again, the exile thing is pretty.
I
huge.
don't think a braid doesn't see play because it destroys rather than exiles.
No, I agree. I think it's just. I think that one is. It doesn't. I actually do think that's why, because it doesn't exile anything.
I don't think that's why it sees play. I think it doesn't see play because you don't want to sideboard in a deal 3 damage to anything. Just like I don't know like what deal 3 damage, like what relevancy, why you would pick this over Cast in the Fire. Because if I'm picking between these like sideboard slot, the Cast in the Fire just has more flexibility against like basically the Fey decks or the mono white decks where I'm like, okay, I want to hit like the 1/1s instead of just dealing the 3. Maybe your opponent
Maybe
does
there's
the Moto
maybe
thing.
there's a split.
Maybe they do the Moto
Maybe
thing where they sacrifice both their Chrysalis tokens and you deal
just
3
kill
with it.
your opponent's crystals with
That
lightning
was
bolt.
hilarious.
Yeah.
That was so
yeah.
funny. Yeah. So it's interesting. I saved it on mine, but like that I saved it because I was like want to talk about like I'm interested to see whether people value the deal 3 over the deal 1.
Again, this is it's a time will tell thing. I'm interested to see. I think
Yeah,
the card is.
yeah.
Good. I think the card is good.
No, I think the card's fine, definitely. Like I don't think the card's bad by any means.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Thomas, do you have a red card or did you just do a red card?
Um,
No, you did that red magic. I have one more red
I
card.
did.
You
I did
the
haste magic.
red haste
Yeah.
magic.
It's your turn. I have 1 or 2 more.
I have Mysidian Elder.
I like this card.
I
a
have
lot.
1
It
more
is
now.
2 and a red. When this creature enters, make a 0/1 black wizard creature token with, guess this. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this token deals 1 damage to each opponent. I love this effect.
This card is sweet.
I love
I want to
things.
ephemerate this card
I was
so
about to say.
badly.
Yeah, then you trigger it on ephemerate. No, I agree. This card's
Yeah,
sick.
I want to ephemerate this card so badly.
I saw this and it reminded me exactly of the like Mardu Ratlock deck that Gavin Verhey brought to Pauper again last year, and like basically.
I wonder if we can go an episode without you bringing up that deck.
Okay, well, I don't
I
bring it
wonder
up
if that's
that often,
possible.
do I?
You
bring
bring it up quite a bit. It's a sick
Maybe I
deck.
do. I think that. I think
just
it's
funny.
sick. I like locking people out of their draw steps. It's hilarious.
It's pretty sweet. I'll give you that.
What a great way to like secure the victory. It's like, how do I lose this game?
I
Opponent
know.
has an instant.
Yeah.
Your opponent has an
You're so
instant.
far.
Rest in peace, grief.
Oh, if I'm trying to get people to play suplex, then they don't have instants.
Yeah.
I'm helping your cause.
That's funny. No, I like it because you're kind of paying 1 more mana up front for like that Kessig Flame Breather effect, but it's attached to 2 bodies. But I don't think you play this in like the mono red shell. I think
No.
like you said, you want to ephemerate the crap out of this.
I want to ephemerate this thing into the dirt so badly.
That's my thought on it. Same stat line too as Kessick Flame Breather, right? Is it
Yep.
a 1/3 or is it a 1/2?
It's a 1/3.
It's 1/3.
Okay, there you go. No, I like that card. That
Yeah, this card's
cool.
very
Totally
cool.
fine.
Thomas, what was your last red card you said?
My last one is Sabo Tender. This little guy is 1 in a red for a plant. It's a 2/1 with reach, weirdly. And it has landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. As far as I'm aware, the only other red commons that we really have with like landfall ping have been like 4 mana 3/4 lizards from Zendikar or whatever, like over the years. And this is a really cheap one. Like back in the day, we used to play the 1 in a red 2/1 with the pinger text from the Hour of Devastation as like a backup
Firebrand
pinger.
Archer.
Yeah, Firebrand Archer. And sometimes people will still register that card. But this is kind of that for landfall. And I wonder if maybe there's a world out there where maybe it's a green-red deck. Maybe it's like a Cleansing Wildfire style deck where you can just get a couple of these in play and just start pinging your opponent down. Maybe it's like an Expedition Map Tron deck. I don't know. Like, it's probably not great.
It's the start of
but
a
I
new
think-
archetype. Like,
Right,
you need
it's
cards like
like-
this to make a new archetype.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
I think it's a cool little guy, and it would be a fun deck to try and like see if there are enough pieces to fit together. I love landfall stuff. Like Tireless Tracker is one of my all-time favorite cards to draft a cube deck around. So I think it's really, really cool to see this at 2 mana at like a reasonable 2/1, and it randomly has reach for whatever reason. I mean, it's because it's a cactus, but
When I saw this card, what popped in my head immediately, it was like, oh my god, I need a downshift of the
Downshift of
I
what?
almost said the Dark Magician Girl because I was staring.
Oh
at
my
god.
goodness.
I was,
You are locked in.
I was like,
He's the opposite of locked in.
Yeah, I was just looking. This Dark Magician Girl. When I saw this card, I'm like, I want a downshift of Aftermath Analyst, where I could play all the Nuka Pinna sack lands, like that standard deck, put them all in the graveyard.
Wow, yeah, this triggers twice on those. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, so we already have those. Now we just need Aftermath Analyst to go nuts.
Oh my god.
Dude, that would just kill people.
That'd be sick.
You guys keep
That would
talking. I'm
be a
gonna
deck
bring up
I'd play.
Scryfall.
I'm putting this in Graveyard Cube because I'm trying to make that style of deck a thing in my Graveyard Cube now. Like, because I have like Aftermath, Slowgurk, and like a Fireball and stuff. But I need that style effect for it to be a thing. Hippo, do you have any more red cards?
Nope.
Thomas, you're done with red cards?
That is my last red card.
All right. I'm going to bring us the green.
Good plan.
I have Airship Crash. 2 in a green, instant, destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying, and it has cycling 2.
So this actually is just a complete strict upgrade to whatever the card that currently exists at 3 mana that does all of that, except it doesn't cycle.
Yeah. Oh, is it an instant too?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that existed already. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
liked
existed,
it.
but this literally is an upgrade. It just has cycling.
Again, I really like the art. A lot of the art in this is very hit or miss for me, but
I
like
would
this is
agree.
more like the illustrative style, and that's kind of like how that's the art I'm attracted to, is like more illustrative looking stuff, and it's just like the ship is really prettily made. So kudos, Honora. But again, like Hippo says, just has the cycling, so it's versatile if you need a plummet or.
Yeah, I love this. Is a style of card I love.
No, I do too. Like the pick your poisons and this stuff.
Yeah, well, this was an effect that I was missing from what's the last set we had, Dragonstorm.
Oh yeah,
This was a card. This specific card, basically, this card is I think the original one's like Broken Wings.
yeah,
Is
plummet.
Plummet. No, it's not. No,
Because I thought they called them
Broken
plummets.
Wings.
well, Plummet is specifically is just
Oh,
Plummet
just
specifically kills the
flying.
Yep.
Yeah, I was talking about one of these that does all 3 things.
Got you.
There was
I
a
remember
specific card in that set that I really wanted to kill, and I couldn't kill it because there's not this effect in that cube or in
Yeah.
that set.
Yeah. I that makes sense because they don't want people playing their 6 mana dragons and you killing it.
Eight mana. I think it's 8 mana. The
Yeah.
10/10.
Oh, I know what card you're talking about.
It's an 8
That's
mana 10/10.
hilarious.
I was just like, I looked at my entire seal pool when that thing came down, and like, I was like, I have no way to kill this thing. Period. Like, there's not a card in my entire seal pool that can kill this thing. Not a singular one.
That's awful.
So I was like, well, it would be great if I had this effect. We did not have that.
The cycling. But I saw this card and it just reminded me. I'm like, man, I still think Pick Your Poison's underplayed. For
I
so many
agree.
decks just going turn one tap.
Didn't we call it like the best card in this set?
I did.
No,
Mistakenly.
No way.
I did.
Thomas did?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
I called Pick Your Poison the best card in MKM. I did.
Did I call it? I think I called Thraven Inspector.
I think we
Novice,
said
yeah.
besides Thraben Inspector. I think I remember us doing a little
Yes.
besides Thraben Inspector.
Oh sure,
Yeah.
probably.
I wonder if I said demand answers. Hopefully, because I was
I'll have to go back and find out.
yeah. I guess that'd be that'd be a pain in the butt to do that episode.
That was
like, a year
2024.
later.
We already did that. It's in the past. People can
No,
go
I know
listen
that'd be a
to
pain
it.
of a butt episode to do though. To be like do a flashback of like what
How
cards
many
we got
times were
wrong.
we just really wrong? I think
Well,
we
some
just
cards just
we're
didn't
already doing
call
that
out
at the end of the
completely.
year. So
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
yeah.
But like
We'll
playing the
review.
actual audio
Oh god.
of the episode, that'd be a pain.
Well, that would be a pain. Yeah,
That'd be
that's
awful.
a disaster waiting to happen.
If somebody wants to do that for free, no, I'm kidding.
For free.
Did I tell you guys my plummet story from college? I'm sure I've told you guys at some point. We'll save it for next time we do
Probably?
story time.
All right.
Okay,
Cool.
write it down so you don't forget.
Oh, I can't forget it.
All right.
But yeah. So I like your card.
Hippo, you got a green card for
Yep.
us?
I sure do. Commune with beavers.
Yes. This is one
Bucky.
of mine too.
I mean, there's a lot of jokes that can be made. Single green sorcery. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact, creature, or land from among them. Put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library, in any order.
Read that last line, the flavor text.
Guy speak beaver.
Isn't that sick
Guy
flavor text?
speak beaver.
That is a flavor text of all time.
That's sick flavor text. I like this. It's
I
ponder.
I know. I learned the backstory of why this is a card
Hit
in the
me.
games. So apparently, this guy who's communing with beavers, he's just like the token big beefy guy in like the NPC party that you like do the game story with. And apparently, like at one point, he like goes down to this river and just chats with these beavers. It's just all of a sudden, oh, he can talk to animals sometimes, I guess, huh? And then he goes back to the crew and lets them know what he communed with the beavers about. And then it never comes up again, ever in any Final Fantasy. It's just this one little moment that fans of the game have memed for years, and so they made it into a card. And also, the illustrator's name is Hippo.
what?
Oh my god!
The illustrator.
I
the
assure
illustrator's
everyone,
name is Hippo.
I did not do this.
Oh my
No.
god!
Okay, well, I will be requiring 4 of
looks like-
these
yeah.
immediately.
we need artist proof, signed artist proofs of these.
I think
now.
I have to get that.
Right.
Yeah.
How are
Yeah.
we ever gonna find this artist? We have to go to MagicCon
they-
Japan.
The
God,
Spotlight
Japan.
Spotlight Series Final Fantasy is in Japan this month, I think, or next month, something.
Hippo,
like that. I
get your
think it's right
ticket.
after Vegas.
Yeah, that's not happening.
There you go. You can go to
Um,
Japan.
Yeah, I'm not going to Japan.
If we have any Japanese listeners or that live in Japan,
Yeah, hit us
if
up.
the artist Hippo is there, we will pay shipping for these.
It's true. I would pay shipping for these.
Definitely.
That would be pretty sick.
That would be awesome.
I
We'd
did
pay
not-
the exorbitant shipping fee for this meme. I think this card's okay, but to actually talk about the card,
It's actually
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
Yes. I agree.
I especially like it now that especially since green has definitely taken its rise up in the format too.
Mm-hmm.
I really much enjoy this card.
because I like it because in the Bant Terror decks too, you can find the terror or you can find the land you need to keep going. and it
No,
puts
it's
it-
not good in the Bant Terror deck. It doesn't pick it out an instant or sorcery. What are you talking about?
We're
You
still
just
trying to
play
figure out what
Ponder.
white's for.
Yeah. Then maybe it's the artifacts. Okay, maybe Commune with Beavers back on the table.
It's the 4-mana card that either makes 3 dudes or taps all their creatures.
Oh, that's
and you just
the-
tap 3 of their creatures and then swing in with 3
And your terrors can get through.
Yeah, they just die. Found the white card.
on the white card. No, the selection's very, very nice. I don't think this is better than Rumble.
No.
Just different style decks want it.
Yeah, I think this is a
Maybe-
different deck that wants this card.
Yeah, I don't quite know exactly what the deck looks like, but it is a good artifact, creature, or land are good 3 types to pick from, and you can build your deck in such a way that you're basically guaranteed to hit at least 1 to 2 of them in the top 3 cards at any time. I think it's a pretty good card.
A deck that cares more about the tempo than it does the graveyard / one more extra card selection.
Sure.
Though I want to note one thing about this card that is very odd and kind of color pie breaking is that it does pick up an artifact, which is very ungreen-like.
Yeah.
Green's been getting a little more artifact love.
A little bit more.
It still feels a little weird to me. Not that I'm knocking it. I think it's cool. It's just a weird. It's just kind of a weird effect for green to have.
I get you.
Specifically in Pauper, because green
could have
wants
just
like,
said permanent.
absolutely
too.
nothing to do with like artifacts and Pauper.
Yeah, it is interesting. It just didn't do permanent at that point because you are just missing out.
Planeswalker.
Well, not in our format, but
Enchantments
is like the only
which
other
are
thing
very
you can
green,
get.
and there are like versions of this that do specifically call out enchantments.
Yeah. So that is a little interesting. So there you go. Green Ponder. Yeah. Thomas, you got any more green cards?
I do. I think we all have this one. It's a reprint of sorts. This is Town Greeter. This is 1 and a green for a human citizen. It's a 1/1, and it's essentially a Satyr Wayfinder. When this creature enters, mill 4 cards. You may put a land from among them into your hand. If you put a town card into your hand this way, you gain 2 life. Town is a subtype on a bunch of the lands in the set. There is a, what's the gain 2 life colorless land? Radiant Fountain. There's a Radiant Fountain that is also a town. Yeah. All of the tapped 2-color common lands for that are printed for draft, they are all towns. And there's also a enter the battlefield tapped, choose a color. It taps for that color town land as well. So they're mostly there for the limited format.
The blue-white one has beautiful art.
It does. I would agree.
Yeah, the art on the towns looks really good.
Yeah, a lot of the art in them. Some of the art I'm not drawn just because it's like the blue-black one. I'm just like, it's just a town.
But yeah, if you want 8 truly 8 Satyr Wayfinders, you can do that now. A number of the other ones that Dredge plays either look at 3 or you pick up the land when the creature dies or various other things. But if you just want straight up 4 Satyr Wayfinders, here you go.
Yeah, I think you're going to want to play probably this over any copies of Circle of the Land Druid or the 2 mana one from Brothers War.
I agree.
No, definitely. This is just like you said, Satyr Wayfinder. I don't really have too much to say. We know this card's works really well. I had one more green card. Summon Fat Chocobo.
Yep, I also have this one.
4 and a green. It is this enchantment creature, Saga Bird. So you get a 4/4. It has 4 chapters on it. Chapter 1, so when this creature enters, create a 2/2 green bird creature token with whenever a land enters, this token gets +1/+0 until end of the turn. Chapters 2, 3, and 4 are creature. Chapters 2, 3, and 4 are creatures you control gain trample until end of turn. So including this, so for 5 mana, you get a 4/4 attached to a 2/2 body that comes with a 2/2 body with that landfall text.
It's a pleasingly plump summon.
This card produces a lot of power.
Yeah, I agree, and trample too, and
that's part of the power.
Yeah, oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Giving your team a thing like that. That's insane.
Yeah,
that's very good.
It's kind of funny. This mechanic kind of reminds me of fading.
Yeah, that's fair.
But they're doing it, or I guess more of not. Technically, it'd be more not fading, but
no, it's kind of. I get what you're saying about fade.
Not fading,
vanishing
because it goes away immediately.
Oh,
but
sure.
All the good fading and vanishing cards from back in the day, they were more complex than a dude with the counters. Look at Sapperling Burst. That was the really cool one where you removed a counter and it did something. And same thing with Parallax Wave and Parallax Tide. That was more dynamic. So these are kind of reverse fading but every time you put the counter on there, or doing quotes in the air, remove the counter, it triggers an ability and then it's attached to the body already.
Yeah, so this is it on the surface is just
they made fading good.
6. So this is 6 power across 2 bodies for 5 mana. That the 6 power gets bigger, and then your creatures get trample.
Mm-hmm. And again, you get 2 attacks with this card.
Yes,
you get 2 attacks with the 4/4.
That's fine.
Yep.
I think that's still good.
Yep. So you really want to make sure
with trample.
I think this slots into the red green deck.
Yeah, especially like
beautifully.
the very heavy. Like
Giving-
a lot of the versions
giving-
are heavy green now.
Yeah, giving your writhing crystals trample is pretty good.
Oh yeah. Same with your boarding party, honestly.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
This hitting, like this being 5 that you could hit off boarding party.
That's pretty strong.
Nice too.
Yeah.
So
I like this guy. I quite like this card.
no, this card's
It just
really,
gives
really
you
cool.
a 2/2 that's just likely a 3/2 every time it attacks too. Like that's
And
a lot of rate.
another set mechanic in this card too that we really didn't mention because none of the birds have been super impact looked super good for our format.
Yeah, they're mostly
all
at higher
the, like-
rarities.
Yeah, exactly. Some of the ones at higher rarity looks all right, but there's kind of like a mechanic with the chocobos. A lot of them either make a 2/2 green bird creature token, or all the chocobos have whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, this creature gets +1/+0. Kind of the exception to that is the white chocobo, funny enough. Doesn't have that text on it. But yeah, there's another set mechanic for you.
Mhm.
Any other green cards from you?
Nope.
That's all I have.
Move to colorless?
Oh yeah, I got
no
you. I
multicolored.
got you one.
No multicolored commons in the set. correct?
No multicolored commons.
I got you.
I have the one. I have the one colorless card.
Hippo, would you like to
Do
read
you
the
guys
one
have
colorless card that we're all
any
thinking of
other?
right now?
Do you guys have any
I was gonna read
other
a different
other?
Oh,
Okay.
let's
Yeah,
get
read a
Thomas.
different one.
Let's get this one out of the way first, or do you want to get this out of the way first?
All right. Yeah, let's get it out of the way first. All right, this is everyone's favorite meal. It's instant ramen. It's 2 mana for an artifact food. It has flash. When this artifact enters, draw a card, and then it has the food text of 2 tap sacrifice, gain 3 life. It's just
What I would
another
do to
2
eat
mana
instant ramen
artifact
again.
that draws a card. This one's pretty good
But
in
instant
that you can
speed.
hold up mana. Yeah, you can hold up mana, like hold up interaction, or just play out what would be like the one half of your Ichor Wellspring, and that's totally fine. And it'll sit there. You can either just sacrifice it for your Fanatical Offering or whatever else you're doing. Pick it up with pick it up with the package, the Skyfisher package, or just sack it, gain some life against the aggressive decks. Totally fine.
I like this card a lot.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of. I think it's really just fighting for that Limbus space. And I think there's 2 different worlds. There's 2 different camps that people can live into. It depends on what style of deck you're playing.
I agree. That Scry one's really powerful, but I think the
Instant speed on
option
this is really cool.
to hold up Counterspell or a Deadly Dispute effect is way stronger than Scrying.
Okay, I think it's just contextual to whatever
That
game
is
you're
true
playing.
because like top decking, you'd rather top deck Olympus.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I
think it's very
get
contextual.
you.
But I think this is like another one of these effects that people are pretty clamoring to play. I'm excited to play this.
No, yeah. I will. But it's on all these cards that we talked about. I have a list. I'm gonna buy a playset of all the cards I have saved on my phone real quick for Pauper, which is quite a few.
Yeah, this is actually more than normal.
Yeah, even like Tarkir, I had a bunch, but I think the only one that's really seeing play is Salt, the pack beast from
No,
Tarkir.
Sagu Wildling, seeing quite a bit of play.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
In the spy decks, we
Played in
talked
the
about
spy
it.
deck.
Oh, duh, JK, that one too. Yeah. See, I don't play. I was thinking of a different card in my head too.
Yeah,
Duh.
it's played in the spy deck.
And I guess the Red Dragon that same cycle.
So
Seems
it's
like
also
a
played as a
one-of.
one of in the Team Terror deck.
Oh,
But I have another colorless card if you'd be interested to see.
yeah, hit me.
Okay.
Hit me.
It's Lunatic Pandora. So 1 mana for a legendary artifact.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested in this.
This card is
Wasn't
really
sure.
cool. This is a sweet one, especially, and I think in the dare I say it, the Tron deck. So for
Ooh.
1 mana, you
yeah,
there's
wow.
the cost of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 1 mana is the cost of it. Pay 2, tap it, and surveil 1. That's pretty big. In a control style deck, a 1 mana artifact that just hits on the board, you can surveil 1 every turn for 2 mana. That is very good. And then, once it's served its purpose in surveilling you into whatever cards you may need, you can pay 6, tap it, sacrifice it, destroy target non-land permanent. We already kind of have one of these effects, sort of ish, but not actually straight up just blow up a non-land permanent.
Is it in Runaway Boulder?
Yeah, Runaway Boulder's deal 6 to a thing, but it's at flat instant speed. But this just sits there on the board on turn 1. You can just play this on turn 1.
And yeah, but it's true.
And then it just sits there.
What's really, really important about the Boulder is you can tutor it.
You can tutor with mystical teaching, so I know.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
But the surveil on this is kind of cute. Thomas, what applications were you thinking? Because you sounded like with the woe, it made it
No,
sound like you were thinking
I-
about something else.
I just hadn't thought about it in the context of Tron, just like sitting there and you just like tap one land to surveil, or just like if you have just like Tron on 3, just like 1 and 6 tap, just like get rid of something for your on turn 3 if you have Tron.
This is that 7 mana card you were looking for.
Yeah. And it just sits there.
I had a different
and it is wild that it just kind of sits there. Or it also just like the legendary border kind of threw me off. I was like, But I guess just like throw one of these. I would just throw one of these in this like mono black artifact like ping control.
I was also
that we're,
thinking
like, talking
this
about
mono
too.
black deck.
Just throw one of these in here.
You play it like Ultratron, it's got to be insane, right? Because it just does the same thing. Because it's like the Ultratron deck is looking to play Pactyl Terror already. This is like, this fits in that deck too.
Yeah.
1 mana card Tron deck that does the thing that you're like actively seeking to find a specific piece to get your combo off. So, yeah, it seems pretty good to me.
I'm into it.
I had one more artifact. I had Iron Giant. So for 7, you get a artifact creature demon 6/6 vigilance reach trample. So this is you could just turn 3 play this 7 mana 6/6 and it has vigilance reach and trample.
Just a beefy boy.
Big dude for Monstertron.
It's a big dude.
You can keep this in natural Tron. You have a turn 3 play, unlike some other Tron decks where you can keep natural Tron.
It's
and
also
turn 5
another
play.
good hit to cascade off of the 8 mana cascade artifact creature too. If you're playing that sort of Tron,
Exactly. I think this is
fine.
playing the Monstertron deck because they don't have Meteor Golem, do they? No, it's an uncommon.
No, it's an uncommon.
Yeah. Right?
I wish.
Yeah. Yeah, Meteor Golem would be sick in the format. I think it'd be very okay. But I like this card. It's just a big beefy dude that you got to kill.
And and again, I think it's worth mentioning these town lands. Heaven forbid we don't say it and they get really big. There's not really anything necessarily right now that's like really leaning you into playing the towns. There's like that one card or another we mentioned, but there's nothing really like super significant.
Hippo, for someone who is pretty hating on this set, you sound pretty excited for
some of the
set
some of the cards are cool. So this is again not in my realm of. I have no attachment to like Final Fantasy.
Me neither.
So
it just feels like a Magic set.
Yeah.
The fact that it has like this the association to it that like is the reason that everyone wants it to be good and is like really hyping it up because they've played a ton of Final Fantasy. I have none of that.
Yeah, me neither.
So it does not resonate with me like it does a lot of other people.
I think it's nice though because it lets you look at it with a clean slate of like this is just a Magic set.
And I think that it's also something that bore out true from the Lord of the Rings set, where they're like the main like characters, they're all going to be like rare and mythic rare legendary creatures, where they're going to be like so far removed from what we care about for Pauper that when you get down to like Gigantoad and Commune with Beavers, these are just like chill. There's just like a big frog and a dude chatting with some woodland creatures. It's just like, yeah, it's the Final Fantasy sort of stuff going on, but at the end of the day, they're just like, oh, this is a spell that makes a bird token. Oh, this
they look like Magic
is a mana rock. Like, yeah, they're just kind of commons doing common things, and they're very clear. Like Town Greeter, that could have been we could have had Town Greeter at any other point in many like any like a Return to Mercadian Masks. You could have printed a card called Town Greeter. Like, that's like very realistic. So at the common level, it's going to be pretty. Yeah. It's just like pretty generic stuff at the common level, and all the big character named stuff is all going to be at like rare and mythic rare, all the flashy promos and all that sort of stuff. So we get to kind of dodge some of it. We get a little bit of it, but we get to dodge most of that stuff here.
So to give us a little credit, there is actually a card in this set. It is a mythic, funny enough, that I actually looked at this card and was like, I actively wish to I seek to play this card in some capacity or another. And I haven't had that happen in a while. I'll admit that.
Is it Cloud?
It is not Cloud. Okay. I understand that you were a big fan of that card because it does Stoneforge Mystic things.
We have Pioneer Stoneforge Mystic. Finally.
But that is not the card I'm interested in. No. The card that actually sparked joy when I saw this card was actually like the 8 mana summon card, the white one.
I can't wait to play that, and my opponent nowhere runs it.
Oh yeah,
that's fine.
That just blues the game. Oh my god!
But that card actually was like that card is actually like I seek to play this card in some way or another. I don't care how. but I would like to put this card into play.
There was quite
That's
a
cool.
few cards where I'm like, wow, like I'm interested in this in cube. Like this was cool to read this card. It like read nice, or I could see myself trying to put that in a cube. Like I like the design of this card. To be fair, a lot of the card design of the cards I also despise because with how freaking wordy they are.
They're very wordy.
Like, oh, this card has 6 lines on text. I can pay 12 mana and transform it. And I look at the back of it. I'm like, I still hate this card. Crazy. But I like throw it off Pauper real quick. There was a rare that summoned GF Cerberus. It's 2 red, and it's this enchantment Saga Dog. So in the first chapter, for 3/3, first chapter, Surveil 1. Second chapter, when you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy it. You may choose new copies. And then chapter 3 is when you cast your next instant or sorcery spell, copy it twice.
That's a pretty sweet card.
That's just a cool card. And when it goes away, it's like, wow, that's awesome rate for 4. Like I would
pretty sweet,
play that in a cube. This is a cool card. So yeah, a lot of the red cards I looked at, Thomas, I'm like, man, I hope Thomas considers use for red cube. Man, I hope Thomas brings back red cube.
Yeah, that's more the thing to say. At some point, probably I'll put it back to. Well, I need to order some proxies, but maybe it'll get back in shape for our cube weekend. I don't know.
So so it's not like it's not like, again, it's not that I'm like against the set existing. That's not. There's some cool cards. Again, obviously I've seen some cool cards that have sparked joy. Like I'm sure you saw my face light up when I when I mentioned that like the 3 mana 1/3 card. It's like I want to do that. Like I actively seek to want to do that. Like again with the big white enchantment too. But like there are some very cool cards here. I'm not taking that away from them. So
And I genuinely love the art on like all of the Black Mages cards, like quarter by Black Mages.
you just like that little dude.
They're little dudes.
It's a very nostalgic looking thing.
It is. And
Yeah.
like Black Mages are out. I think like the little figures look sick. I don't know why. I think they're really cool, and it is a little nostalgic for me because of the Kingdom Hearts thing. And
I don't know
like,
where I get mine from because I don't think it's from Kingdom Hearts, but I get it from
I
somewhere.
think they're the same thing as Kingdom Hearts because like
no.
Sephiroth.
I'm saying I don't think that's where I get it.
Oh, gotcha.
Mine might be from somewhere different.
Favorite card of a set that you're most looking forward to play with for Pauper?
Oh, for Pauper?
Yes. Thomas, do you have one?
I mean, you've got me on this Black Mage's Rod. That's really sick.
I think that's
either
mine
that
too.
either that or starting to keep an eye out for if I can make this little landfall aggro deck happen with Sabo Tender. But that might be a little bit of a pipe dream, but it's fun to think about.
Summon Choco / Mog is a second close for me because I think that card just is
The white
pretty
one.
powerful. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So mine is actually the white one and the red 1/3 for 3.
When we had that great border discussion 2 episodes back, too, remember, Thomas, you made the point where it's like nice, where it's like, well, we don't get the showcases at Common. Oh, we got borderless summons at Common, baby.
Oh, let's go.
We get borderless cards at Common.
We do.
The art's pretty cool on them.
It's pretty sweet.
They just look more. The borderless
cool.
Saga summons look a lot more right than just like this little square of art tucked to the corner.
That's fair. Makes sense.
Yeah, I challenges no.
No.
No, I don't think
Hippo
so.
or Thomas
No.
Cameron
No.
Croissant. What do you think?
He's asleep.
He's tuckered out. We put him to bed already. We didn't yell and argue enough to wake him up. If you made it this far, make sure you ring that bell. If you got any questions for us, join our Discord. It's cool. We got cool people.
Tons of people popping off in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm excited. I'll share my ordered screen tonight for
Okay.
Pauper.
So actually, I should say. So yesterday, I did ask in our Discord. I said, "Hey, what should I play for this Pauper challenge?"
You ignored everybody and played elves.
No, I didn't ignore everybody. I didn't ignore me. So I will say that my friends, I love them dearly, are bad influences sometimes. I got dragged into a vintage cube single elim like 40 minutes before this was supposed to start. So I started 2-0 in the Vintage Cube thing, and then had to play around, had to double cube play a challenge and play a Vintage Cube League, where my games were both complicated on both sides.
That's hilarious.
So I was like, well, this
Incredible.
sucks.
And Hippo's not a fast.
I'm not a
player.
fast moto player, if anybody knows. So I
Slow
lost.
roll
I
king.
lost the finals of the Vintage Cube thing in a really sick game, in a really sick match actually. I attacked by winning with I attacked with a Solitude equipped with a Nettle Cyst that I gave unblockable with what's the key? Manifold key? Multiple times in a row.
Oh, that's
what I
awesome.
did to win the games, to attack through their board with the Solitude equipped with this thing.
I want to give you a little bit of Hippo homework.
Okay.
In our Pauper Discord to get people to come in. Give them a little.
Give them some infotainment.
Yeah, that'd be cool at some point too. But give them something to look forward to. Share a Slow Row King story in the Pauper Discord. Don't share it here. You got to go to the Discord.
All right, I will share the
So learn
Roll
the
King. Yeah,
lore of why
share the
Hippo's new nickname
screenshot.
is Slow Roll King. Yeah.
Yeah.
was
I will
funny.
share that because it is pretty funny.
That's
I think that
funny.
I am like notoriously very, very slow at moto. Not only because I'm usually
methodical.
trying to talk to. I'm usually yes, I do try to think about my plays. I also usually have like, I don't know, some number of people sitting there yelling at me how to play Magic, and I'm also not necessarily sober every time I do this. So this is like a combination of things that like go on that makes me not like the fastest at moto, and people get wildly upset about it. It's very funny.
There you go. Join our Discord. If you want to email us a question or anything, you can email it to us at commongroundmtgpod@gmail.com. Both of those links will be in the description below. We got some tournaments. Those are in the description below, too. Some things popping up. Lots of cool stuff to look forward to. That indie thing, I still need to get a ticket for that, too.
Same.
But I am locked in for that.
Yep.
We're all locked in for indie at the end of June. For the Pauper, scales up to a 2K. The NRG side event going on Sunday. So we'll be there Saturday night. I'm sure we'll be hanging around the venue. We'll have.
I got
think
a
I'm gonna
great
bring
brewery
Graveyard
with
Cube,
great
too.
food to go
my
to
Tubert.
that night. Oh my goodness.
Oh, cool.
I
Show
will.
us around.
I will bring the Vintage Cube with me.
I've never been to Indy. I've only driven through for Cincy.
Indy's cool. I like Indy.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm
excited.
really glad that I got to spend some time there because like it had been just like a town that Hannah and I drive through on our way to Chicago or across the country, and it just has felt kind of whatever. But like actually hanging out in Indy rules.
Yeah, Indy's pretty cool. I like that downtown area quite a bit. It's pretty cool.
It's so
down there.
chill. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's very cool. Yeah, we'll be there. We'll have some cubes and whatnot with us, and you can come hang with us.
Heck yeah. I think that closes.
Oh yeah, and I went 0-2 in the challenge because I was too distracted from my cubing. Sorry.
Congratulations.
Beautiful.
Fantastic, I know.
Well, thank you so much for listening, everyone. We love you.
Goodbye, everyone.
Peace out. So change it. Thomas. Test. Thomas.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. I can hear you both just fine.
I can't hear you. Wait, can I?
Sounds good.
Hello?
Hello.
Say hello again.
Hello. Hello.
Ah, hello,
Testing,
Thomas.
1, 2. Hey.
How are you?
Glad you can make it.
Long time no see.
I know. You can see me? That's awkward.
Yeah.
Do you like the view?
Love it.
Oh,
Lovely.
that's concerning.
I'm outside the window. Me and Hippo are just on the courtyard, just hanging out.
No, I'm
Recording the episode outside.
I'm only half naked. It's okay.
Only half.
Oh, okay.
You'll have to
Good. Keep it.
guess which half though.
Love it.
Left arm, your right arm is completely covered in a sleeve.
Okay.
Your
Okay.
left foot,
Keep going.
neck is not covered. Face is
That's true.
completely covered except for forehead. And
For 10
Showing
seconds.
off your stomach.
Very
This is
convenient.
oddly specific.
yeah, he said half. He
Yeah.
didn't say like it didn't have to be directly half. It was half in like a weird way.